One of the most interesting things that I've watched over the course of my lifetime is how, in the last, 38 years, language is changing, and like what people find offensive has been changing. And like when I was a little kid, like growing up, it was very well understood that the words that were offensive were expletives, were words just generally accepted as like vulgar and polite society, but everybody used them. They just didn't push them into media. Like media had a lot more guardrails about what could be allowed on TV, in movies, and music. That doesn't mean that like you couldn't say words like fuck. You could, but to do so required like some stringency. However, in the 1980s and the 1990s, speech freed itself, especially in popular culture, especially in music, significantly. And, words that you would never have heard on the radio in my parents' day, right? Like in the 60s and 70s, in the 1990s, with Dr. Dre and Snoop and all those people, and thank God for it. I love that they did this. They really opened up the floodgates for listen, we all use these words. Let's just be comfortable with it. And now all that music is so innately ingrained into the pop culture, it would be ridiculous to really tell people that you can't use the word fuck, right? Like when we all listen to music that it's being used in all the time. However, that doesn't mean that we aren't being censorious about our speech. We are. And expletives are no longer offensive, but now words that are not innately offensive are becoming censored. And it's not because of some draconian from above sort of thing. It's people are proactively censoring themselves. So it's the TikTokification of language, right? So concepts like dead and words like dead and killed, those are not offensive words. Those words are a fact of life. What is offensive is replacing words like dead or killed with words like unalived. That is offensive. It is offensive to take perfectly good language and to proactively censor yourself because you're afraid that you might not go viral, right? Don't let TikTok determine how you can express yourself. That's why I like YouTube. They do it to a degree, but not as much.